show that once the person that Allah SWT is giving them forgiveness, what's the way after that that the person can continue from that point to show thankfulness that Allah SWT is forgiving?
How a person can show thankfulness? After the, what kind of question is that?
How do you change after Allah SWT is forgiving you to show that you're thankful for that? How do you express that?
How do you express thankfulness to Allah? Thankfulness for what?
That you were doing, that you did so many wrong things, and He's giving you this opportunity that He's showing mercy to you, and now He's opening your way to stop living in that wrong way.
Bismillah.
Living that wrong way and start living in a way that's pleasing.
One sign that Allah has accepted your Tawbah is when He connects you with one of His friends, with the awliya, with the Shaykh. There's an open sign. If Allah is not accepting your Tawbah, He would kick you away from His presence and the presence of the believers and His friends. But if He's accepting it, no matter how bad you are, no matter how many wrong things you have done, there's a sign that He has accepted your Tawbah. Now you are in front of that friend of Allah. And you're saying, I want to be with you. As Allah is saying, it is a command, be with the Salihin. What does be with the Salihin means now? Is it just to sit once a week to be with him? Now this is to your level of faith and to your level of sincerity. If you think that Allah is forgiving you for everything and has made you to come close to one of His friends, and if you think it is enough for you just to sit and to look at him and to smile and ask for prayers and then to go back, then that shows your level of faith. Who is your example then that Allah has forgiven and joined to His friend or His beloved ones, and what they do? Who is your example? You don't look at any example, you look at yourself, you look at kafirs, you become like that. You become ungrateful then. But if your example is the Sahabi Kiram and the Awliya Allah and the Salihin, you know then that time they say, I dedicate my whole life to this way. As the Sahabi Kiram they did. They were people who buried their own children. Yet when the Holy Prophet ﷺ appeared and they submitted to him, that time, for the sake of Allah, for the sake of His Prophet, they're willing to cut off all ties with everyone who is against the Prophet ﷺ. And they ran for his mission. Yes, there is a mission. Prophet ﷺ had a mission, he has a mission. The mission is still continuing. The Ummah has a mission, it's still continuing. This is what the Muslims, they forgot. Until the Ottomans were taken down, until the Khilafat was taken down, the Muslims had a mission. That mission, no, it's not to have nuclear weapons. It's not to have good GDP. It's not to eliminate poverty and have more education and more healthcare. That's not the mission. All those things come like this and like that. Or Allah takes it away like this or like that. But they had a mission. The mission was the Prophet's mission. That's why the Prophet's flag is there. But Muslims, they lost that. Now their mission is just me and my family. What you want? The best of this life. Not too much, just comfortable. What is comfortable? What TV is showing? What TikTok is showing? That one. This lifestyle, this Facebook, this Instagram, like that. This is my vision. And this is my mission. It's not like that. In fact, things start falling down when we stop struggling against injustice. In any society, in any civilization. Once you say, well, we have to be political, we have to accept all these things because we need to grow and become more rich and more comfortable, that's when Allah will take away haybat from you. Because you're not standing up for those whom the Prophet cried over. Who? The widows, the women who have no husbands, the orphans, those ones who have no rights. And you're not looking what is making this oppression, what is a system that is oppressing, and you're not rising to make that system to fall, then you lost. Then that time you're part of them. Yeah, I mean, we cannot do anything. We should not do anything. There is no permission for that to change things with our hands. We speak, who listens? Not with your tongue, but at least in your heart. Don't look at this world and say, it's so nice, it's so comfortable. Why? Because I live in suburbia. Don't. Be with the hearts of the Salihin, then you start looking at the world the way that the world should be. Look through the heart, look with the eyes of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Then you're going to understand. Look to the eyes of the awliya Allah, you'll understand a little bit. Your heart will start opening. What is going to break? The idols in your heart. Then you're going to say, what is my headache compared to this? What is my heartache compared to this? What am I doing? I cannot reach, my hands cannot reach there. But at least you can reach to those ones who are reaching to there. Yes, Muslims had that mission once. Mostly it's lost. So now there's some, they still have this energy. They don't know where to go. So they just go arguing with each other. Is it hadith, is sahih, or is this da'if, or is this false? Make fatwas to each other, fighting to each other. Then there are some that they've completely destroyed that spirit, and only little bits of pieces, people here and there, having that kind of a spirit. And then there are those that says, no, spirit should be, you should be busy with the books. Bury your whole face in the book. Don't look at anything else. Start swallowing the books. Start memorizing. Because the world needs more scholars. It's showing Prophet ﷺ, he was an ummi. No prophet was a scholar. It is not that. This world has more scholars than it ever has, but it's not changing. It's not changing. It's becoming worse and worse every day. We're seeing that. May Allah keep us in protection, inshallah. So how are you going to show your gratitude? Now, your heart and their hearts, their objective and your objective, their will and your will, you're saying, let me try to bend it towards that, and then you will see. Because you're not going to get any satisfaction doing anything else. It's going to be meaningless. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I've heard also. Eat, you have bapi sweet. You cannot do 100 things, then do 50. You cannot do 50 things, then do one. Then if you're sincere, you say, okay, this year I do one. Next year, I cannot just do one. It's not enough already. I want to do 2. I want to do 3. You're going to find a way to be satisfied. But don't be stuck.